Hi there, I'm Java Jim with First Line Equipment, and welcome to our YouTube channel, or welcome back to our videos here. Today we are going to go over water treatment for your in-tank espresso machine, which means it's not being plumbed in, but you're using the water from the reservoir. And what's really important to us here at First Line is that you treat your water that goes into the espresso machine. Now, some customers say, oh, I have a water filter, I'm using the filtration system in my refrigerator, or I have an RO system, or I'm using distilled water. Let's backtrack a little bit. Do not use distilled water, do not use purified water, and don't use reverse osmosis water. The simple thing is, on those waters, they can start eating away and oxidizing with the metals, which can cause some similar effects as limescale. Filters, ones in your refrigerator, basically take out bad taste, odor, and some contaminants, but usually don't soften the water. And the most important thing for us, again, is to soften the water. What does that mean? It means taking out the magnesium and the calcium out of the water. And how do you do that? Because most filters don't. And there are some pitcher cartridges systems that will do it, but they're not really that effective. And here at First Line, we have some really good solutions, two of them actually, that are really good and fairly inexpensive. And I call it an insurance policy. It ensures that you will not damage your machine from the water. 90% or more of the machines that come in for repair, or that we have to go out and repair, is because of limescale in the water. Calcium and magnesium, don't forget that. So, and I do have bad allergies. Fake plant giving me allergies, trust me. That's how bad it is here in New Jersey. My allergies are going through the roof, so my voice is a little different today. But the two solutions we have, one is for espresso machines where there's a hose that goes in through the top of the tank, and sometimes there's two hoses. And there's also the bottom gravity feed tanks that basically water comes out through the bottom into the espresso machine. So you got to think in terms of two solutions and what your machine has. These can be used for machines that we don't even sell. They work very effectively. So one of them for the in-tank, this is our V725. There are resins in here, okay? And water will get suctioned up through here. The longer hose on your espresso machine typically will be the one that connects to this exit section of this water softener. As the water passes through, these resins grab, like a magnet, the magnesium and calcium out of the water. Usually they're good for 24 or 35 or 70 liters. The V725, it's about 24 liters of water. Now, once it loads up, and we recommend recharging this, and what does that mean, recharging? Minimum every 2 weeks. And what does that mean? You get a glass of cool or cold water, a teaspoon or a tablespoon of just table salt, mix it in, and what happens is, take the water softener, and you could do this when you first get it as well. Just soak it in, okay, and let it sit there for 20 minutes. What happens? The salt water reacts with the resins to release the magnesium and calcium. So this solution allows you to reuse the water softener. Up until a year ago, in 2019, we would recommend replacing this once a year. We changed our opinion and our minds. This should be replaced every 6 months, just like the filters in your refrigerator or your filtration system. Typically, you have to change the filters every 6 months. And the reason is, you want to avoid mold buildup, fungal buildup, bacterial buildup that can happen in the cartridge. So it's really important to replace it every 6 months. really important again to recharge it minimum every 2 weeks. Now, if you do have a whole house water softener, you may not want this or need this, but it's a cheap insurance policy on top of your water softener that you already have. So that's where the difference comes in on that. So after about 20 minutes of soaking, we have the sink back here, but I'm not gonna turn my back on you. You're gonna run cold water from the larger side through the water softener to get all the magnesium and calcium to come out. You're basically dirtying the water softener. Reattach to the longer hose, and if your hoses are the same size, try to figure out which one's the intake. Sometimes it has like a V cut or a cut on an angle on the intake hose. That's how you'll know. And just make sure it's soaked. And also when you get this, when you use it, basically what'll happen is initially it'll expand. If you look here, it's not even full. So this one has been inserted in water. This will expand in the water when you give it a bath. Also, you'll see over time the resins change. So you'll basically see this is a lighter, this is a dark one. It depends on the batch that we're getting from the manufacturer. And here at First Line, we actually buy direct from the manufacturer. This is not a branded one where you're gonna pay extra money. So this works extremely well. And the customers who do buy these regularly and recharge, we don't hear them or hear from them for repairs. So this is for the in-tank. It's a V725 on our website, firstline.com. It's for the in-tank where the hoses are coming in from the top, where there are hoses sucking the water out. Now, for those customers who have machines where there's no hose to attach it to, then you need what we call the Osmotic pack. And you could search Oscar on our website. Sometimes we have a smaller one, sometimes we have a larger one. Currently they are shipping with a white packaging. Before they used to be a box. A little instruction manual here that basically, it's not really that great, but it says it can last a year. Here again, we don't agree with the year. Change this every 6 months. Now, for this Osmotic pack to work, what it actually does, the resins do is take the magnesium and calcium and turn them into a low-grade salt into the water. So it might not be the best solution if you can't have that much salt, but it's a very low level, and it basically turns those two compounds into low-grade salt. So you don't really need to recharge this. It's reusable, and this is a great little item here. The downside to this is it takes 15 hours to be effective, where this, as the water passes through, it's grabbing the magnesium and calcium right away. Here, to do that process of changing over, it takes 15 hours. So you may want to get one for your reservoir. If you're not using it for every 15 hours, then you refill it every day and it'll work in your reservoir. Or get a pitcher of water on the side in your refrigerator and plop it in there. You fill up your water tank, fill up your pitcher, and put the Osmotic pack in. Or you could put one in each place, one in your water reservoir and one in the pitcher that goes into your fridge. I normally don't recommend room temperature, but you can if you like. So this is another process to remove the magnesium and calcium out of the water. Really, really important. We're here at the end. So if you have any questions, comments, ask below. Go to our website if you have specific questions to each product. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give me a thumbs up, please. And have a great day.